le kan chanang chuan lecture number 1 2 3 4 hi kan ti to a basic hi detail deuhin lecture sa ka explain to ni chuan in man vel le lectures kha in ananga recordings kha chuan class question apo ti khan a tool chuan kan explain se langa concept po le question number 5 kan chananga question number 5 kan chan ma in thil explain lokang explain to sa tho niam ase class first class ani bangin kan explain thale ang an lu thei lawan ama le chuan capital ti kan nei thina capital ti hi nge kan hriat phat angai ni capital om je chu entinan partners anoma partners pathum om ta se partners te hi individual person an nia tro chuan accountancy a hemi partners te hi natural person kan ti thino natural person an nia tro mihring an nia natural om je chu kan khoi theia kan hmu thei bawk ani tro chuan partnership firm business oma edumi si kini po partnership firm kan nia tro partnership firm po hi person ani tho person ani tho ma se eng person nge ni artificial person ania artificial person om je chu partners le edumis hi partners le edumis te hi they are separate legal entity under the eye of law partner te hi natural person ania they are separate entity chuan edumis po hi partnership firm edumis hi partnership firm ania partnership firm hi separate entity ani partnership firm is a person under the eye of law mishing thau ani ma se artificial person ania then what we have to understand here is capital kan ti hian capital partners ten business an tran dona tro business ten tran dona kan mamo ber chu poisa nia sum kan mamo ber atro edumis po hi kan tran donin idea kan nia idea ni ringot khachu ni lo tro poisa kan mamo zel engki ma hian poisa kan mamo ni chuan for the business to start a business poisa hi kan mamo tro so we call it as requirement of funds tro chuan partnership firm a chuan partners ten oma anei tu ten nia tro partners te anei tu ten nia business an trananga so what they will do is partners ten business a partnership firm a poisa an dalu tang poisa an dalu tanga so it will be called as capital okay capital introduced by partners kan ti so hemi capital an dalu thi capital an dalu thi liability kan ti ni liability om je chu debt liability peklet nge nge ngai liability ani to chon peklet nge nge ngai thin ni business a liability entinan bank a loan kan la thina tro bank loan kan la bank loan hi rule le ngai ni rule tak tak ngai thina tro interest nen kan rule ngai so we have to pay it back after some time tro liability nia bank bula kan kala bank loan kan dila entinan bank loan min pe ni noi khat bank loan min pe a chan bank hian bank bula hian asar loan min pe to he hi ka rule lo meng a thengem thei don lo ni tro rule lo thei lo rule nge nge ngai so capital po hi liability tho ania liability om je chu partnership firm hian partners te poisa manganga partnership firm hian partners te poisa manganga chon business atran don ni okay so for a partnership firm in tu chu capital is a liability peklet liability ani to chon peklet nge nge ngai peklet nge nge angai okay so capital a hian interest on capital te concept awma interest on capital om je chu partners ten poisa an tho tro capital an thoa business a edumis partnership firm ania partners ten poisa an tho tro chuan poisa an tho ya hian interest edumis hian interest an peang interest a peleang interest on capital kan ti chu nia interest on capital hi mandatory ani lova pek nge nge ngai ani lova it is optional ania optional om je chu profit kan nei chuan capital interest on capital kan pe anga profit om lo chuan kan pe lo tapang okay so interest on capital is yet le tur pakhat chu interest on capital is paid out of profits profit kan nei chuan interest kan pe anga interest on capital kan pe anga profit om lo chuan pek angai lo ni okay and one more thing let's see on screen here Mm. So interest on capital hi. Interest on capital la hian mo. Partnership deed ka explain to thawa class a. Partnership deed hian rule ani ni. Okay, rule kan ne partnership deed hi chu agreement siam ngi ngai kan ti thina. Oh, siam lo po thea oral agreement pom thea ma se a practical in siam ngi kha tha kan ti thina ni. Oh, so partnership deed hian rule ani ya. Partnership deed hian rule ani ya. Number 1 chu no salary or commission or remuneration to partners. Oh, if the partnership deed is silent. Partnership deed silent om je chu agreement om lo tok. Emo agreement oma ma se agreement a engma zia om lo. Okay. Partnership deed om je chu rules and partnership deed chu written agreement ania. Oh, written agreement a chu rules and regulations ong business rules regulations ong kha partnership deed a kanziak thina ni. Oh, so if the partnership deed is silent om je hi deed om lo top. Oh, no agreement or agreement is there but nothing mentioned. Oh, agreement is there but nothing mentioned. Okay, so this means that the partnership deed is silent. So if the partnership deed is silent, we have some rules. Rules to no salary, commission, remuneration to partners. Kan tia, to salary, partners te salary kan pelabang. Oh, di dasi ako chan. Okay, and no interest on capital too. Interest on capital hi pek angai kan ti thina. Pero mase partnership deed hian ingma soi lau chan pek angai to lau. Oh, number 3 too, no interest on drawings. No interest on drawings. Kan tia. Chuan number 4 chuan number 4 chuan PSR profit sharing ratio will be equal. Oh, engma mention lo chuan the profit sharing ratio will be equal. Engma mention lo chuan profit sharing ratio will be equal. Okay, and rule number 5 is interest on partners loan will be 6% per annum. And tinal partnership di diyan interest on loan chung chang engma mention lo ta mase interest pek ngi ngai ni. Oh, 6% interest pek ngi ngai. So this is the rule which you have to follow. Hi class a can explain to thawa. Mase it's fine. Let's explain it again. Okay. So let's come to question number 5. Lut anla ba tingele oh. Okay, so let's see question number 5. Question dang ka chok to oh, guidance note. First, guidance note ti kan zia ka. Oh, guidance note chon lecture number 1 inge kan ti, lecture number 2, 3, 4 inge kan ti. En question nge kan chok ti ka. Be kani. Oh, kan zia be ka reference na in hang don ya. Oh, and the question number 4 is en dua. Boy labin en lecture ange omang ti boy labin guidance note in nga guidance note kan zia khapni. Oh, question number 4 hi lecture number 3 and nan 3 khai no nga chon ti kan question in en the. Oh, the question number 5 here now. A and B are partners. A and B are partners, and they had rupees 1,20,000 and rupees 1,80,000 in their respective capital account as on 1 Jan 2013. Oh, je partners ten an capital balance an Oh, capital balance ma as on 1st Jan. Hey, opening balance an Oh, opening balance of capital. A paid further a peg bill. Oh, a peg bill. Rupees 15,000 on 1st Jan 2013 and another rupees 15,000 on 15/11/2013. Compute the interest on capital to be allowed to A, assuming the rate of interest to be 5% per annum. Inge kan calculate to calculate the interest on capital to be allowed to A peg to interest on capital ka calculate angaya tini. Oh, chon a rate 6% per annum ania. Chon tuna kan set to capital anxiety thoti en angai ni. Oh, capital anxiety thoti en angai chuan thil pakhat in set le tu chu hi timeline ni ta se. Oh, first gen hi kum tira ni ta tro first gen is starting of the month, starting of the year. Chuan 31st December hi 31st December is the year end tro. Opening balance ta ta hian. Oh, chuan what we have to calculate is hemi opening balance anxiety a hian ani balance 1,20,000 tro 1,20,000 hi first gen atang kan manga tro chu business yan partners te poisa an manga nga chon business an ti chau don ni. Oh, partners ten poisa an tholo chon business an ti thelo tinani chu. Oh, chon in tu chu partnership firm hian partners te poisa manga business an ran don atro an poisa manga business run ani chon enge mani extra kan pek angai interest on capital kan ti chunia mase pek angai ti a hian mandatory ani lo pek ngi ngai ani lo partnership deed hian engma so yani lo chon kan pe lo topang partnership deed hian pe ro ti chon kan pe anga pesu ti chon engma se ka lo chon kan pe lo topang he question a hian calculate interest on capital to be allowed at tro he allowed to a kan pe don ati ni tro om ja chu partnership deed hian pe ro interest on capital chu pe ro ti na nia ati ti banga interest on capital kan pe ang chon enjang opening balance hi ab ki opening balance chu first gen 1,20,000 ane a balance a capital account balance chon hemi paisa hi 1,20,000 hi kumti re tang kum top theng kan mang do na tro from first gen to 31st December a paisa kan mang do na chon thil pakhat iset le tu chu accountancy a hian business point of view in ngai tu char charang entenan a le b hi a le b hian business an ti dong na tro tunge a le b nang ba ti in ngai tu always think from the always think from the point of view of the business always think from the point of view of the business commerce to den in yatro business nei tu angin ngai mi ro na mani kha always think from the point of view of the business until he in khethiam someday win thil khethiam all to etikan business angin kan thir to chon entinan mi question a hian first gen atong poisa mangdo na tro business hian 31st December thleng a poisa mangdon ni 1,20,000 hi hemi 1,20,000 a hian interest kan pek angai ni tha engzange hemi poisa an mang kan ti chuan engzange niang lo chang tele tha engzange kan mang 1,20,000 hi lo chang tele chat box for how many months we have used this money interest on capital hi kum to pa kan calculate thina chuan first gen 2000 first gen a hian 1,20,000 ani ta capital balance hemi 1,20,000 hi tha engzange a mang 12 months very good 12 months among do na tro problem anei tata kalut thei lo te tia class just give me a few minutes mm. 12 months among do na tro hemi paisa hi 12 months among do na so let me clear this up first solution calculation of interest on capital payable to A. Tero, calculation of interest on capital payable to A. Le 1,20,000 he 12 months among dona tero. So for this money will be used for 12 months. So we'll pay him interest at the rate how much? 6%. Hey, interest rate is 6% anya tero 6% anya. So this will be 6%. So how much it will be? 1,20,000 into 6%. 7,200. PAT he PAT sham 6% PAT chu per annum hi kum khatina nia kum khata 6% kan pe ang apoi sam hong za ta 6% interest kan pe ang tina ni chu okay so for in 1,20,000 kan manga hian 6% kan chu chuan 7,200 ni ta tro so this is for one for 12 months next a paid further hey paisa dalut le atro additional capital further a paid further kan ti chuan ingen yang hey additional capital ani additional capital chu entinant business antana tro ta hen hemi point a business antana paisa hemi point a paisa an dalut atro as capital an daluta chuan tikan business an rana hemi point a hian heta hian paisa an mamole ni suman mamole a chon partner sen paisa an thobel atro so thobel kha chu additional capital kan tiang hey a paid further accountancy chu question ani question in share thiama in analyze thiam chuan awul tol tuk problem engma in nei lawang question analyze sin thiam to chuan further paid 15,000 on 1st August 2013 1st August 2013 a paisa da bela tro so hi opening balance ti taila chuan poisa dalu chu 1st August ania tro 1st August 13 na poisa dalu ta enza dalu 15,000 na dalu ta tro 15,000 hemi 15,000 hi thang zai kan mangang ti kan en le don ni in shet tur chu thil pakhat in shet tur chu thang zai poisa kan mangang ti kan en ze lang hemi poisa intina August hi August ni ta se 1st August ni ta se 1st August atang 31st December theng kan en hemi 1st August a poisa dalu thi thang zai business hian a poisa mangang ti kan en ze lang so this money will be used for how many months August, September, October, November, December for 5 months. So here what will we do is 6% kantiang. 15,000 into 6% into 5 by 12 kantiang. 5 by 12 kanti na chan hi inge niyang le. 375 anyang. Pero hey ka calculate ka chudan hi isha thiam mem. 5 by 12 kanti na chan hi. 5 by 12 kanti na chan hi isha thiam mem. Thiam pero midang recorded lectures and do chuan kan ka explain thaliang just for 5 minutes for 1 minute. Tikhan hi 5 by 12 lo ta se 6% rate hi 15,000 a 6% hi zange 900 hi anita tro hemi 6% rate hi kumkhat rate turania kumkhat interest hi 6% kan pe anga tro tinge le the lo ti tas lu the lo an ti ta tinge problem om le chuan hemi hi 900 hi kumkhat interest stop turania kumkhat tro ma second calculator chu August atang business hian thangzange a poisa mang 15,000 hi kan ti chuan 15 months ani ta tro chuan 5 months ani ta 900 hi kumkhat interest ania tro kumkhat interest ania 12 months interest ania hi 12 in divide taila thakhat interest ka hnuang amount ka hnuang tro chuan 5 in ka multiply che hian 5 months interest ka hnuang so that's why we have to do it 5 by 12 into 5 by 12. So it will be 375. Kan man ho bak lawang chadewin mong chang in tikan kan tianga atira tang in to chon longai so 90 plus in score ngi do na accountancy don't worry I'm there with you next in another hey poisa ada beleni and another on 15,000 on 15/11/2013 so 15th November 2013 ada alut le 15,000 into 6% hey kumkhat interest an yang atro dekhan kan chut chon into inge kan tiang 1 by 5 by 12 kan ti deang 1 by 5 kan ti da chan chu November 15 November tro 11 ani lo 15 November hey 15 November ania November 15 November a poisa dalu to tro November ani engzang om to or thain jang om to November a cha achan ve om to tro half om to 15 to 30 December kan ti chon half month chia to tro chon December om le tro chon December to 1 by 1.5 months 11 15th November a poisa dalut kha December thlen kan en chon the money is being used for 1.5 months tro chon 15,000 into 6% divided by 12 into 1.5 kan ti chon isang yang 112.5 ani de tikhan ed taila amount pek to 7,687.5. This is the interest payable to Mr. A. Interest payable to Mr. A is 7,687.5. Le hemi question a problem in am ni lo tur chu ni sum to page midang lut tur an la oma pang hian chan te sathiam problem om lo tro hemi question a chan le so this is a very easy question next question ganen to so question number 15 and there question number 15 Question number 15 here can I now. Question number 15. Mình sẽ thiểm lúc hay cái lụt thì đầu tiên thì cái nghe gì rồi. Question number 15 here now. A and B started a partnership business on 1 Jan 2012. First Jan 2012 business and partnership business and they contributed rupees 20,000 and 15,000 respectively as their capital. So business kan tandona partnership firm kan tandona paisa dalut ngengit paisa thong ngai paisa thong ngai business and paisa an thosa chu a hian 20,000 a thoa b hian 15,000 a tho the terms of the partnership agreement are as under terms of the partnership agreement partnership deed here ni ministry ni terms of their agreement hey partnership agreement na tito chuan partnership deed ti na ni chu the terms of the partnership agreement are as under agreement a chuan Emily lui lu thei chau mi eng problem nge ngoro lok kan zot lokang eng problem nge ne ya le i mic kha mute ro unmute ro le chon 15 hi kan tran don che nu nui le inge problem in ya shim shimin hello engma chu tiang kan la tibak chong lo question number 5 se kan ti all sum to question number 5 chu le question number 15 hi now baby le nu nui chu lo tura ngai to meng le A and B started a partnership business on 1st Jan 2012. They contributed 20,000 and 15,000 respectively as their capital. 1st Jan 2012 for business and Tanatro. So business and Tana Poisan Posatsu 20,000 le 15,000 respectively as their capital. The the terms of the partnership agreement are as under John Hilpakan to business in future apo business in Tidonatro. Business I can sum le pai tel to chuan tu ma hi kan ring thei lo ni in shet ringang hi tu ma hi kan ring don lo ni business a chuan that's the mindset of a businessman you should always have a questioning mind the agreement siam nge turani I best friend and business i tran pon agreement siam nge turani tro atira chuan business su tiang in business grow vak lawanga mo paisa po lut vak lawanga paisa lut chianga mo in boile chabang okay so it's always better to make a written agreement MCQ apo achok thea can partnership deed be made orally ati theatro yes orally pom the je chu kan soi ringo tatro ti khan kan tianga hei PSR tur chu hei achan be 50% kan semanga capital heti zat hemi zat ti khade anti theini orally nan ti thea ma se written omkha a thabberani written agreement omkha thabberani so what is the partnership agreement partnership deed hian inge a soi ti enang partnership deed a hian inge ziak awmang enang interest on capital and drawings at 12% per annum hey interest on capital kan pe anga chon paisa lak so drawing som je chu an capital business tran don in capital an dalu thina tro chon paisa lak chom chon capital account na tang lak chom chon drawings tinania paisa an la chok ani chon drawings aniang okay so paisa an la chok chon interest pay ka ngai thina ni who will pay the interest partners will pay the interest to the partnership firm partnership firm tan gain aniang hi because who is paying partners are paying the interest on drawings paisa na chok do na tro drawings anita so they'll have to pay interest on drawings okay next A and B to get monthly salary of 500 and 750 respectively A le B hian salary salary andongang how much 500 and 750 respectively monthly ania tro thakata zanga le 7 zasari somga an la don in so salary and salary so this is a salary to partners so until pakhat class aga explain to thaba previous lectures salary to partners hey rule apo kan ka explain to ka partnership di da chon rule panga om ta tro first rule is if the partnership deed is silent om je jo engma je om lo emo agreement om lo top ani chon ingen yang rule no salary remuneration commission to partners tro di da ji om lo chon salary kan pelawang. Oh, partners te salary kan pelawang. But hey, did hian I mentioned la tatro the terms of agreement. Terms of agreement ito chuan did hian inge min thil. A and B, A le B to get monthly salary lo an lang. Oh, every month. Sharing of profit or losses will be in the ratio 4:3. Hey, and profit sharing ratio po min thilani. Oh, next. The profit for the year ended 31st December 2012. Oh, hey, business entran chu 1st Jan 2012 business entran atro. Chuan kumto pa profit chu kumto pa sel. Oh, kumto pa kan calculate zelang. Oh, kumto ti je chu accounting period kan ni atro. Accounting period ahen 12 months or money or 12 months. So it will start from 1st Jan or 1st April atrang atrana nga chuan kumto chu 31st December mo 31st March anyang. Oh, so kumto pa ikan business kan run natro if we are running the business during this period 12 months a business kan run na kumto pa a profit za chu kan chu the chabang. Oh, sorry chapter nge ti chapter number 1. Chapter number 1 part A chapter number 1 part A chapter number 1. Okay, so thatopa profit chu kan chutang. Okay, so what is the profit at the year end? Tinge inge inti class inge inti mek Emily inge inti mek class part A ay han chapter A 1 ba kan ilabaw. How did say chu kan bangin niya? Oro mic hi chat box oh recording sa han mo problem om sina mo mic kan on han. Left chat box in chapter nge inti mek mic hi mute lo. Issue of shares mo. Chon part A ay nge inti. Part A chon chapter 1 an yang chu hemi chapter hin yang chu. Hemi chapter lo chu tran tur om love. Oh le. The profit for the year ended 31st December. Hey, Andrew. The profit for the year ended 31st December 2012 before making the above appropriation was 25,075. Oh, umzatu. Hemi interest on capital, interest on drawings can adjust ma, salary can pick ma, profit to 25,075 anya. Oh. Just P&L appropriation account kan CM3 na hipo hi detail in class ka explain to niya. Oh, explain de chu possible na uta. Oh. So P&L appropriation account kan CM3 na. P&L appropriation account na chuan partners te related things siya kan dang. Oh, but only the items related to the partners kan dang. Oh, only the items related to the partners except interest on partners loan. Partners on interest on partners loan daw chu P&L appropriation ang dang. And then partners the interest on capital petayla. Oh, it will go through P&L appropriation account. Interest on drawings la tayla. It will go through P&L appropriation account. Partners the salary petayla. It will go through P&L appropriation account. P&L appropriation account na trangkan peze lang. Oh, interest on capital po P&L appropriation account na trangkan pe nga salary te po P&L appropriation account na trangkan peze lang tikan. Okay, so business P&L account profit and loss account kan CM3 na. Oh, profit and loss account na trang net profit aka. P&L account kan siam na chan ber khai nge profit kan endu wanga nya tro profit kum to pa profit business atang profit engzai kan nei ti kan endu wanga P&L account siam anita. Oh, so P&L account atang net profit or loss akha hoi kan transfer ang P&L appropriation account akan transfer ang. Oh, so P&L appropriation account atang partners te a profit and profit share tur kan peang kan sem chawang. Oh, mase partners te profit sem ma. Oh, partners te profit semma adjustment siya mga ini inge adjustment chu interest on capital hi profit atang kan pe chok thina. Oh, thil pakhat in shet le tu chu interest on capital kan pe hi profit atang kan pe chok thin. Oh, profit om lo chuan kan pe lawanga profit om chuan kan peang. And if the partnership did mention partnership did hian pero ti chuan kan peanga. Oh, so in shet tu chu interest on capital hi profit and loss profit semma interest on capital pe ka ngai ta tro. So what we have to do is profit sem tak tak main nge kan tiang interest on capital kan peang. Oh, chuan interest on drawings kan adjust bokang. Chuan salary kan peanga chuan profit ala bang chuan atopa and profit share kan peang. Oh, profit share of partners hi initiate tur chu oh inge doubt in name any doubt up to this any doubt up to this doubt in chon soi ro ka explain non liang asan chu mo class ka explain to sem asan chu nang ni pon min eng lo ro ka dua ti kan class bis live class a chon in kim explain le kha problem sin ta mo recorded lectures ka kan dana chan po ti kan atopa indian chapter zawa lut anum chon ani tan problem lo se wanga recorded lectures dana chan anita le heti thleng hi problem au mem PNL appropriate ka explain liao PNL account kan siam thina tro PNL account kan siam na ber inge kan motive kan ti chuan kum to pa business atang inga exange profit kan ni inge loss au mem ti kan zong du wanga nia PNL account kan siam na chan ber chuan profit hi nei taila example profit nei taila profit hi tu ta tur nge partners te ta tur ania tro partners te share tur ania chu PNL account atang profit and loss appropriation account kan transfer ang profit chu PNL appropriation account kan transfer ang appropriation umze hi nge appropriation umze chu distribution ania distribution chu sem ani chu distribution of profit so PNL appropriation account atang chuan partner share tur kha kan pe chokang okay so partner share pek ma adjustment tur chu interest on capital chuan adjustment si photanga nga interest on drawings adjustment si manga nga salary adjustment si manga nga atopa profit ala bang chuan profit kan pe chawang interest mem question kan tran dona hi interest photanga interest mem hi lo chang teule interest mem sanga nang okay very good Sathiam khambo intinan in sathiam tak empty khanya sar doubt kala nei inti chon omjem lo ni ta sign lut kha kaming hi ka ngai poi goodwill hi injiranga tro accountancy goodwill injiranga goodwill hi chu ka ngai poi mo te menia ke hi mizoram atol accountancy thaber ka ti thina ke ma hi ei chapauna lowin inti theina lowin thaber ka tina chan po concept hi detail lewin ka explain du thina ka student ten question hi anthre thiam concept hi anthre thiam ti kha ka ngai poi mo ni chon in thiam lo chon sar ka se thiam lo milo explain le inti theine poisa choin in lutania in tu chu kan customer in nya tro chon ke ni tan chon customer satisfaction hi kan ngai poi mo ber poisa choi in class lak in ta in thiam lo pon sar ka se thiam theilo min explain le ro kha that is your right that is your right to ask us n number of times in thiam zakmi asu ta sakat tichina it's better to be a fool for one day than to be fool for the rest of your life ka tichina tuna detail de wa explain ka concept hi ka explain thina chan po ca ka zirwa nya ca zir lo tai la he tiangin conceptual clarity ka nei lo bang chon in vani ja chu class 12 fa ti kan conceptual clarity nei thing hal okay so ti kan sathiam theilo un jangan chente bula po ngoro join du su sathiam har in ti chon adik don lo nyo you have to ask me then only I'll be able to explain the profit for the year ended throw hey the above appropriation hey and hemi adjustment siam ma interest on capital adjustment siam ma interest on drawings salary siam ma profit khainge 25075 throw hemi adjustment hi kan siam phatanga chon atopa profit alom chon kan sem chok okay the drawings of A and B were 4000 and 12500 respectively drawings samje chu paisa an la chok zat kha throw on capital rang paisa la chok kha 4000 le 12500 an throw interest on drawings amounted to 500 hey, interest on drawings po min penny 500 for A and 6254 for B next pass necessary journal entries here pass and prepare profit and loss appropriation account and partners capital account assuming their capitals are fluctuating journal entry to atopa kan pasang this is at the end okay so first we will prepare P&L appropriation account then we will prepare partners capital account so assuming that their capital accounts are fluctuating hey po hi lecture number 4 detail de win ka explain there are two types of capital fixed and fluctuating fix omzia chu nge fix omzia chu het ani ta tro fix omzia chu het ania fix a chuan a capital balance kha kan ti che thelo ni atira profit atira capital an da lut kha capital account na kan da char charang kha kan khoi thelo chuan fixed capital account ani chuan he detail de kan explain to in me don ya recordings kha fixed capital account ani chuan account pani siamangai don ni two accounts kan siamanga pakhat chu partners capital account anianga chuan next chu partners current account capital account na chuan partners capital account na chuan atira capital an thozat kha kan danga chuan additional capital ngi muni thoa chuan kan danga chuan capital lak chua chuan he partners capital account na kan dang abak chu engma kan da la bang all the other things at the partners then interest on capital an la thina tro salary an la thina drawings te interest on drawings te kan charge thina kami drawings le interest on capital salary zong song te hi partners ke current account na kan dang capital account kan khoila banga current account na kan dang fluctuating ti to chuan fluctuating je chu sereng tina nia fluctuating capital account ni to chuan account pakhat che kan siamang that account will be called as partners capital account item zong zong an capital balance le an putur le an account na tang lak chho tur kha capital account pakhat kan da to pang okay so that's fluctuating account je chu hemi question a hian inge kan siamanga capital account siamanga tro capital account siamanga fluctuating ani chuan account pakhat che kan siamang capital account che kan siamanga thil da partners te dong tur le an account na tang la chhuak tur zong song kha account pakhat kan da to pang okay so this is what the question is asking P&L appropriation account siam phatang ai ni chu P&L appropriation account kan siam phatang chuan class notes te pawh hi copy du lo chuan copy du lo mai ro kan da zel ani lectures toya kan da zel class notes hi so let's prepare P&L appropriation account P&L appropriation account appropriation hi in shet hi mangai appropriation to distribution of what inge kan semang profit kan semang tro P&L appropriation account na tang profit kan sem chuak don ni chuan profit sem chuak ma adjustment thina adjustment kan ti phatanga chuan capital profit kha kan sem chuak chuan profit and loss appropriation account na hi in account nge min thang teu hi personal real le nominal ti kan nei atro golden rules of accounting personal real le nominal account ti oma P&L appropriation account hi eng account nge niang personal nge real nge nominal in chang teu le in basic hi ka enang in basic hi time class 11 9 zero time ti kan du P&L appropriation account hi eng account nge personal account real account nominal account eng account nge niang le lo chang teu le jinge quick PR or N personal nge real nge nominal nge kan thra thiam lo kan thra lo rule hi mo tangai poi mo te me rule hi kan thra thiam chon mo 80% of accountancy is done trust me 80% of accountancy is done kan rule a chiang chon that's why I'm asking you in thra thiam in share empty kha ka shed du ni shelo chon ka explain anga detail de win kan thra thiam kan share ti chon explain bakla po P&L appropriation account hi eng account nge niang personal nge real nge nominal account interaction about lo ting sar kasemielo okay very good Emily nang eng account nge niang chapter in zo trap to tro chapter number 1 yes nominal ni ang nominal ti che ni ang ni lawin nominal account ania two chapter in zo do na tro rule point la shelo ton invoice lo ni so you are in the right place okay P&L appropriation account hi hepo hi rules of chapter number lecture number 1 ka explain to detail de win han ve le in don ya P&L appropriation account hi nominal account ania nominal account ania nominal hi inge niang nominal account kan ti hi temporary account ania nominal account na hian inge income and expenditure kan da thin ani personal account hi chu ka explain fak ngai lawa real account na chuan assets kan da tangible le intangible assets kan da real account na chuan nominal account na chuan income and expenditures te kan da ni so nominal account hi temporary account ani hei hi in fiat teng ngai temporary account ani atro temporary om ja chu het lo tin ani atro temporary ani to chuan kum to pa close khar nge nge ngai hemi account hi close nge 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 angai entinge hemi account P&L appropriation account hi entinge kan close ang by transferring the profit to partners capital account ato pain ti thina tro profit transfer a le b kha kha nge P&L appropriation account kan close tinania entinge kan close by transferring the profit to partners capital account in thitm P&L account kan siam thina tro P&L account atang a profit hi P&L appropriation account na kan transfer atro kan transfer chia hian P&L account hi kan close tinania then P&L appropriation account atang a divisible profit kha partners capital account na kan transfer atro partners P&L appropriation account kan close partners capital account hi kan close angem temporary account na nilaw niya partners capital account hi balance ani zelang kumtira inge kan balance chuan kuma during the year inge mutur le inge chok turom kha kan nga topa capital closing balance aum zel don ni nominal account ani lo ma se P&L account le P&L appropriation account hi nominal account ania nominal account rule inge niang debit all expenses or losses credit all incomes or gains hemi rule manga account kan siam don ni enga by heart ngai lo kakla sa chon 99.99% hi sethiamin kakal thin by heart ro hi sethiam ro hi set pro ka tingai lo ka explain thin ni tinge kan tina chan hemi treatment hi kan tinge kan tina chan hi tinge kan dana chan ka explain zia that's why it will be very easy for you so 99.99% will be completely understanding few things may be there sethiam the so lo sara pelo sethiam by heart mero shemero ka ti thina ma se maximum things I try to explain P&L appropriation account hi nominal account ania a rule chu inge debit all expenses or losses expense le loss zong zong kha debit side kan zia kang chuan credit side ta chuan all income or gains or all income or gains chu credit side ta kan zia kang okay so see hemi question a hian 25075 hi kan profit ania tro hemi profit hi khoi tang nge kan transfer P&L account na transfer ani ta tro profit and loss appropriation account kan siam dona think from the point of view of the business think from the point of view of the business P&L account na tang profit alu dona tro into P&L appropriation account profit and loss account na tang P&L appropriation account na profit alu dona business tan hian P&L appropriation account tan hian gain nge loss aniang lo chang teule gain or loss nge niang P&L appropriation account na profit and loss account na tang profit kha kan transfer do na tro P&L appropriation account na P&L appropriation account na tang sorry P&L appropriation account na ingen yang gain or loss ingen yang lo chang teule first 2 weeks ito tikan normal de win kan kalanga explain detail de win chon chok char char meng hemi chapter hi chapter number 3 4 5 le 6 ai mang don that's why I'm not in hurry til te hi ka explain du na chan po chapter number 3 4 5 6 ai mang ze don hemi concept hi P&L appropriation account hian gain nge loss nge niang lo thang teule profit and loss account na tang profit kan transfer do na tro gain nge loss nge niang quick gain or loss le thang teu 1 2 3 4 5 okay so for P&L appropriation account it is a gain very good tro gain ani na chan chu kan profit and loss appropriation account balance kha pung do na tro asang do na ni so it is a gain for the business tro so what we will do here is inge kan tiang tahan by profit and loss account net profit tiang kan transfer to plo rule in set hem ngai okay so what is the amount transferred 25075 in set hem Easy. Now see, before appropriation, before making above appropriation, hemi adjustment profit to 25,075 anya. So now let's make the adjustments. Adjustment adjustment. So interest on capital can pay kangaya 12% per annum. Interest on capital amount hi chut lo working note tikan exam apo working note angin inject zelang interest on capital a le b aniam a le b ka handwriting hi chu thapak lawa min thre thiam ro interest on capital to a inge a capital balance 20,000 and for b is 15,000 tro chu interest on capital hi opening balance akan chut zelang opening balance chu hey hemi point da capital kan dalu ta tro hemi point da capital kan dalu ta heta tang hian 1st January atang 31st December thleng a capital paisa kha kan mang no na tro so we have to calculate from the beginning atira akum nge if there is any capital introduced in between tro additional capital thobel chuan we will take from that period hemi point na thobel ani chuan we will see it from this period hemi point na thobel ani chuan we will see it from this period tikan kan selang see hemi question hian additional capital chungchang engma min thil lo tro so we have to take the opening balance only. Okay, so what will be the opening, what will be the capital? 20,000 and 15,000 into what is the rate? 12%. 12%. 2400 1800. Hey, interest on capital anya. Okay, so next what we will do is interest on capital here. P&L appropriation account na kandang. Interest on capital is paid. Hey, is paid out of profits. Profit atang pek chuak ngai pek chuak ngai interest on capital hi. Profit atang kan pe zelang. Okay, so journal entry po hi en zelang. Journal entry hi en zelang. Oro ato pati meng journal entry. Interest on capital. Le interest on capital hi P&L appropriation account na kandang ngai ngatro. Hey hi khoi engsai tangi kandang debit nge credit lo chang teule. Interest on capital hi debit nge credit side akan si account. Debit nge credit side akan si account. Debit nge debit akan si na chan. In 3M, yes or no? Yes or no? Just answer yes or no. Yes, okay. So we will keep it on the debit side too. Interest on capital. Tero A le B. Enzang A hi 2400 anya tero and B is 1800. 2400 plus 1800 is 4200. So you will give reference working note number 1. Tikan exam apo. Tikan in lang. Reference in lang. This is working note number 1. This is a working note. Working note pon marks an Excel. Okay. Next see. Interest on capital debit side akan dana chancho. Interest on capital hi profit atang kan pechok dona. Tero profit kha ati hiem dona ni. Okay, profit kha tin him dona. So for a business too, business mindset, business point of view atang ngai tuang tro for the business it's a loss. Atan chu profit kha tin him dona ni interest on capital kan pay khian. That's why we write on the debit side. Okay, next working note number 2. Interest on drawings. Interest on drawings. Le min apesa in ka siya. Chutangai lo. Interest on drawings sing 500 le 625 tro 500 le 625 anya inject thawang 500 le 625 le interest on drawing si khoi ang kan zia kang debit nge credit side ta debit nge credit side kan zia kang lo chang te le emily hitting nge chang the la ba debit nge credit ta kan dang credit tro credit akan dana chan chu interest on drawing si partners ten an pe dona tro partners ten an pedon tungen peang business an peang tro so for a business it's a gain tro a profit balance kha ti sang dona so we will keep it on the credit side by interest on drawings a le b tro interest on drawing 50625 1125 tro next ingem salary monthly salary kan pedona 500 and 750 working note number 3 salary chu inge monthly salary kha 500 ania tro chon 750 ania monthly ani chon thakata zanga le zasari somnga ania tro so we have to calculate for 1 year kum khatan kan calculate anga ya tro so we'll have to multiply it by 12 oh 6000 ania nga 750 into 12 9,000 ania total to 15,000 okay so tikhan total in ziak zelang so here salary hi debit side akan ziak kang to salary tro ele b debit side akan ziak na chan hi nge profit atang kan pedona hi tro salary to partners employees an nilo ni kan choron nilo partners te hi oh employee salary kan pek chon mi office mi chor kan ne tro na thok turin kan chora we are paying them salary and then salary pe lo tai la employee te ka na tok te ka tun tun kum chu profit lo lu tu ka salary kan pe lo meng chu ti tai la an du do lo ni tro salary chu pek nge ngai so it's an expense that will go to profit and loss account akan da ang ka oh mase salary to partners hi chu and then partners te hi anei tu ten nia tro salary po hlo po lo ta se point ti lawang oh point ti thei lo ni profit lo chan salary khoi chang kan peng okay so that's why we will keep it in P&L appropriation account so it will go out of profit atang kan pe chok oh so for A is 6,000 and 9,000 for B 6,000 and 9,000 to 15,000 oh next inge la abak tolo tro salary now the profit will be distributed hey and profit kan neya tro profit kan neya profit atang hey interest on capital kan pe choga salary kan pe interest on drawings mahi kan tan gi nania business tan tro credit side kan zia ka tikan chon ka chil cheu kha profit ala chon bang ala chon kan pe chok chama partners te kan pe chabang oh so let's see is there any yes we have profit is there any profit left in Belco mga credit side ha 25075 plus 1125 minus 4200 minus 15,000 yes profit alone tro 7,000 alone he to profit transferred kan tianga A le B an capital account na kan transfer de oh izange 7,000 ania tro a ratio to nge profit sharing ratio to 4 is to 3 tro 4 is to 3 so we'll write here 4 is to 3 4,000 le 3,000 tikhan P&L appropriation account so kan zo there oh intra the mem explain angai oh mem
Sir atop khai soi non le lok thenge
profit lai himo
oh
oh eng lai ber nge sa them lo hoi lai ber nge
true profit ti atang kha
profit himo
oh
ole tikhan reasons zel ro problem ni chon oh achan tu recording samo lecture problem hey mic kan on sak cheu chon problem om thina tikhan reasons in tianga ta thang kan in mic kha kan unmute sak cheu hey enro profit kan nei atro hi profit hi P&L account atang transfer anita so interest on capital pay kanga ya partners te interest an thoa sorry capital an thoa capital la interest pay kanga ni tro so hemi interest hi profit atang kan pe chok dona so we have to debit this first tro profit ka kan tin hiam phatang tro then salary kan pe chok dona partners te tro atopa ingela bang kan endon ni hey P&L appropriation account hi nominal account ania ka ti kha nominal om ja chu temporary tro temporary ani to chuan close nge ngai kum to pa account hi close nge ngai P&L appropriation account hi entin nge kan close ang a balance om chuan partners capital account kan transfer anga kan close te ang oh profit om chuan profit kan transfer anga loss om chuan loss kan transfer ang le gain hi enzange a gain a hi gain side hi gain a hian inge ka enzange a total chu teu 25 hi in e dang he mi pan hi in e dang oh 250 25075 plus 1125 ania tro. So the total of credit side is 26200 hey. Credit side hey hi la en su hey hi la en su hey hi la en su. Total of the credit side is 26200 le. Debit side I hen jang kan nei enang 15000 le 4200 tro. A total chu jang e 19200 hey enru. A debit side a loss side he debit side to loss side and the debit all expenses or losses side the debit side hen 19200 kan ya gain side that's one 26200 tro kan gain column kha asang zo ka 26200 tro a expense a loss I chuan gain kha sang zo ka so we'll have a profit tro izange a balance 7000 nya hey 7000 hi enting kan tiang inge treatment aniang partners te capital account a profit abang zong hi profit ani ta distribution of profit hey divisible profit kan ti chunya divisible divisible profit je chu profit kan sem chuak thei zat kha 7000 ania tro chan P&L appropriation account hi close nge nga enting kan close ang hey a le b kan ti to chuan partners ania an account kan transfer tina ni mai intra thi mem explain lang I am sorry oh helai hi ka du ni student ten sar a chan hi mi lo shil theng em ti kha ka du tlat an jo chan shet lo in chok ba ha thian tam lo tu kha ka du lo so see partners anoma tro partners patni anoma business partnership firm business antia tro partnership firm ania partners ten capital an thodo na business atro capital an thodo na hey chuan capital tho atang poisa lak chua do na ni interest on drawings je chu poisa lak chua do na tro capital atang poisa an la chuak do na unpersonal use tan poisa an la chuak do na ni chu business atang so poisa an dalu thian poisa business hian poisa an manga an poisa an capital manga interest a pethina tro chuan partners ten poisa lak chua chuan interest kan charge thungang interest business kan interest kha charge ang chuan who will pay hey lo chang re interest on drawings is a gain for whom interest on drawings is a gain for whom lo chang te ule interest on drawings is a gain for whom partners or business interest on drawings is a gain for whom partners or business P or B business yes sang business tro business tan gain ania okay so see P&L appropriation account is prepared from whose point of view from the business point of view business account ania khonge account he account he khoya nge kan siam business akan siam ani partnership firm akan siam atro partners ten asanga siam ani la batro business and business in account siam ania so we have to see from the point of view of the business tan gain ani chon khoya nge kan dang credit side kan dang tro athan chu arula hi P&L appropriation account hi nominal account ania arul chu debit all expenses or losses credit all income or gain hemi account na income or gain zong kha credit side kan dang it's a theme yes sir Emily it's a theme zona ilani em tikhan I thente po thate when explain the neo class you can be a hero khatiang mo ki tu mo ro ka a chakhop me tu ma ka thilla bang kha khari lu nei su zel tu tikhan in explain in thente in explain hian mo se thiam to thente in explain hian in fezo kani hey in subconscious alu char in revise ang ani mai exam do na in fetcha bang final exam in thonga accountancy chu avan all in senior te hi zo to David le pekate shet chang chon mo sanga December vela ka tran chau an class Alpha Academy offline tuition offline center anita Alpha Academy chon online chu edumission online offline in ka pechina class kum topa hardly 1 month ka sir sir atira tang share tila chone edumis ti share tila chone anti toni so you don't have to do that and your friends also nang ni po I chente kha an thatna ni chon fine ti chon in soize la nga lo join vero thalu tu di or ro join du lo mero athapak lo you have to give them your genuine feedback we are done with P&L appropriation account. Hey, I have taken more than 1 hour to explain just this because hey me he interest him chon mo a rule le a account hen thing can analyze the interest him chon 90% of 80% of accountancy is done. Everything is rule. Everything is rule under accountancy. It's very easy. Okay, next inge kan si mga partners capital account kan si mga tro. Next requirement of the question is prepare partners capital account le partners capital account kan si mga partners capital account. Sorry. Partners capital account. Partner pan here no matro. So we'll make 2 columns. Particulars A and particulars A and B. Again, let's play the game of rule. Partners capital account is what kind of account? Personal, real or nominal? Personal, real or nominal? Personal, real or nominal? PR or N? Partners capital account is a personal, real or nominal account. Very good. It's a personal account. Mase, very good. The answer is absolutely right. 100% right. It's a personal account. But hemi personal account rule kan manghian mo. Problem tam takom chin. There are conceptual mistakes if we use personal account to understand partners capital account. Ka class personal account hi kam hang paklaw ni. I don't use real account rule also. Assets and liabilities rule ka mang thina. So nominal account rule ka manga. Assets and liabilities rule hi so ilo kang trend mine. Ka explain to detailing ka explain lawang. Assets always have debit balance. Whenever the value of asset increases, asset value increase one, asset account ka kan debit ang. Debit di asset account. Account asset value ka anhim chuan kan credit ang. Credit di asset account. This is the rule you have to follow. I will repeat it again. Assets will always have debit balance. Whenever the value of asset increases, a value ka, asset value ka apung chuan kan debit anga. Debit the asset account, a value at niyam chuan kan credit ang. So next is liability. Liability account will always have credit balance. Hey rule anya main very very important, very important. If you want to understand, you please watch the lecture number 2, rules of debit and credit, or recorded lectures are. Liabilities will always have credit balance. Okay, so whenever a liability value increase, apung chuan inge kan tiang kan credit ang credit di liability account. So a value liability account a value account hiam chuan kan debit ang debit di liability account. Hemi rule le nominal account rule in hiam chuan 80% of accountancy is done. 80% of accountancy is done. Applying these 3 rules. So partners capital account is a liability. Hey, partners capital aniatro capital katikha. Capital partners then capital poisa an thodo na tro poisa an thokha business an thodo na. Business is a different person, is an artificial person. Partner is a natural person. Partners then an poisa an pedo na to the business to run the business. So hemi capital he partners then poisa capital an tho hi peklet ngi ngai. When will we pay the capital back? When will the capital. Partners ten capital an tho hi, when will the capital be paid back? And tinge kan pay back ang. Oh, and tinge kan pay kle tang. This is the question. The answer is on retirement. Retirement of partner. On death. Oh, on dissolution. Hey, class 12 fine zero ni. Oh, so chapter number 1 is related to these 3 chapters. Admission, retirement, death and dissolution. Chapter number 1 kan hang. That's why I'll take a lot of time to explain this chapter. Oh, so capital antho hi peklet ngai. When will the business yan intingi an peklet ang partner retire om chon. Tro business tang a chok chuan kan pelet ang ai ni a capital kha. Emo athi ani chuan if he died kan pe anga dissolution om je chu business kan ti top chuan a capital account na balance om kha peklet ngai ni angai ngai oh business ten poisa nei do chuan we cannot do deficiency account te po ma se tu na free in set tu chu capital is a liability. Oh, so we'll follow the rule of liability account. We'll follow the rule of liability account. Liability account hi nge liability hen eng balance ke ne yang liability hen credit balance ne yang atro this is the debit, this is the credit side. Oh, so liability hen credit balance ne atro so a opening balance kha credit side kan zia kang by balance bd in fact mem nge explain no na nga em explain no na nga em assets and liabilities rule kha ngai lo mel em oh le opening balance hi jang opening balance hi 20 le 15 an yatro hey atira min pekhal oh question hian 1st April opening balance chu 15 le 23 an yatro next inge kan enang partners capital account na hian inge kan dalu tang partners 10 an dong tur le partners account na tang chok tur zong zong kha account na lu tur le a chok tur zong zong kha account na kan partners capital account na kan dang oh le partners capital account hi we will prepare it from the viewpoint again. Business viewpoint na tang kan siam don ni from the viewpoint of partnership firm. Oh, partnership firm viewpoint na tang account kan siam ang. Le interest on capital atira tang enang. Hey, tikhan engma real talk mangai to lo hey. Partners tem hing kan zong don ni. Oh, A le B hey, A le B kan ti to chuan partner. Anya tro A le B an hing om to chuan partner ten nia. A le B minga poisa hei a value figure om to chuan a account na kan transfer angai tin ani me o a capital account na kan dang nge ngai tin ani me A le B ania tro partners ten ni an account na kan dang ngai nge khani me o le interest on capital A le B kan pe don tro an account na kan dang ngai don ni o hemi figure hi an account na kan dang ngai dona so interest on capital hi debit nge credit side kan zia kang interest on capital hi debit nge credit side kan zia kang lo chang teule business ten interest on capital he pay business and business partnership firm hian a pedona tro partnership firm hian business partners te interest on capital a pedona debit nge credit side kan zia kang the debit or credit side lo chang teu credit uh, emily debit nge credit tinge credit side kan ziak na chanle ka shedu he hi she zamia so le he hi ka shedu tinge kan credit side kan ziak na chan lo chang te le sang unmute ro le
Sir. Chan takhik afan soitim lo.
ha kha ni me chok bai ha tin ani me se thiam em in problem ke po 12 fa pasarina ka teatro ka in ti the em ma ma se 12 fa chon ka blind top ka dem lo chu in thiam lo ani lo kan school hian min zir tir lo top chok turin ti khan chok me ro kan jot pon chok me ro fe me ro min ti thena a chan hi kan thiat lo chon na kin zela kan boi don future a ke bo si a ka boi na chan po ka fail na sa ni si a po o ka fail na chan chu ka concept kha clear lo ta ni class 12 thleng thil kan bai ha da chok bai ha din kan kala CA competitive level a kan lut che hian a tir tang zir le ngai ni o CBSE class 12 lectures kha ka en non pek CA ka lut ma a than chu concept clarity ka nei lo o in hi credit side kan da do na tro to interest on capital oh credit side da kan da na chan chu inge niang kan ti chuan hei en ro partners capital account hi liability account ania kan ti atro liability han credit balance nei do na a liability value a increase one credit side kan zia kang je chu en ro interest on capital hi a le b account kan da do na tro en zai kan dang 2400 le 1800 hi hemi hi a figure ania tro hi a account na chon 2400 kan danga b a chon 1800 kan da do na tro 2400 1800 hi a le b account na chon 2400 1800 kan da do na tro business point of view tang ngai tu ngai business tan interest on capital a le b account akan da hian a liability a increase cm apung na chan chu tinge a account akan da ringot kan la pe chok lo partners capital account akan da ringot tu na sui chuan kan la pe chok lo hemi interest on capital poisa tur he kan la pe chok lo wa an account akan da ringot ri na hi future a pek ngi ngai don. That's why we keep it on the credit side. Tikhan credit side akan da zelanga. A accumulate charang. Kan belkhom charanga atopa a balance omzat kha kan pet chuakang. Intrethiam. That's why we keep it on the credit side because hi future a pek le tang pek angai dona kan la pe hri lo tro account na kan da ringot wang hian credit side da kan da and the liability increases because of this transaction. Intrethiam. Nghe sar man thei lo is it thil soi hi ka hre thiam lo nghe hre thiam tak tak sar concept ka hre thiam kai sai da kan dana chan ati ra chan oro sar hi chu thil hi explain rei me ti me theo ma se nakin zela in hre thiam ong tinge ka explain na chan I am 27 hre thiam 27 kanya I am how much years 9 10 years older than you. Okay, I have more 10 years experience more than you, so you just trust me why I am teaching you this way. Okay, le interest on capital kan tit to atro next partner ming kan zong hey salary te po account na a le b account na kan da ngai do na tro account na kan da fi ringot kan da ringot kan la pe chok lo. Okay, kan pe chok ang na future kan peang. So it is a liability as of now. Tu na fi chon liability angin kan treat angai don ni. Account na kan da nga credit side kan da nga tikan a liability ka increase lang. Okay, so we'll keep it on the liability side this by salary en zange 6,000 and 9,000. Okay, next ingen yang hey LAB uncapital account na PL appropriation account na tang profit kan sem do na tro hey LAB ming om to chuan an account na kan dang again profit po hi unshare turania tro an account na kan da shi ringot kan la pe chok lo tro future akan pe don ni, so we will keep it on the credit side and the liability of the business tan liability an poisa future a poisa pek chok tur kha apung chiang that's why we will keep it on the credit side by ente kan tiang by pi khoi tang e ron kal he appropriation account na tang tro 4,000 le 6,000 next a chuan partners ming kan zong liang partners ming kan zong liang a hey interest on drawings o matro chuan thil pakhat in hriat tu chu drawings po au money drawings om je chu an capital tang poisa lak chhozat kha interest om chan drawings po ngi don PL appropriation account na chon drawings kha kan da thelo watro achan chu kha drawings kha chu capital account na tang poisa lak chhuani ta. Okay, so we'll keep it on the capital account only. Ma se interest hi oma drawings po om shim ma drawings om lo chon interest om thelo kha ting kha din na lai sang exam apo le next inge a drawing amount kha kan zong the drawings om je chu poisa lak chhosa chu 4,000 le 12,500 tro so drawings kan tia drawings chu poisa an account na tang poisa lak chhuani ta tro partners ten an account na tang poisa an la chhuak do na so business tan liability an niam do na ni an la chok to tro an hiam do na, so we'll keep it on the debit side. Inge a rule partners capital account hi liability account na nia, liability account chuan credit balance ani do na tro omje chu business liability apung chuan kan credit anga an hiam chuan kan debit ang, so drawings kha chu debit side kan ziak de interest mm interest mm interest on drawings po interest on drawings hemi po hi drawings interest kan charge do na tro an account balance ka kan ti hiam de oh asangin kan la lawanga an capital balance ka kan ti hiam de so interest on drawings so enjange 50625 500 le 625 interest mm interest mm le adang engma to na wa balance cd a capital balance kum to pa balance engjange kan nei ti kan en to le lai hi e dula bel khomula enjange yang 20 plus 2400 plus 6000 plus 4000 to 32400 ania minus hi kan minus ango kan pa yang 4000 minus 500 to 27900 a capital balance a poisa hey partner a poisa kan pek business ten pek tur hi enjange 27900 atira 20000 kan ne atro atira enjange kan ne sing ni kan ne a interest on capital kan pek angai dona kan bela tro salary kan pek angai dona kan bela profit share kha pek angai dona kan bel boka tro chon drawing si an account atang kan chok dona kan pai chok ang chon interest on drawings po kan pai de ang athan chu adjustment kan siamang la ka pai lekha problem oma chon we will just simply make an adjustment so kan pai nga chon tuna closing at the year end kum topa business hian a pek tur chu enjange 27900 he hi enro balance sheet ania he kum topa nia tro chon he hi closing balance ania next year chon opening balance ani de ang by balance bd kan tiang tro 27900 hey credit side kan dale de tro omje chu liabilities will always have credit balance at the beginning of the year interest mm b2 enjang in yang b2 15,000 plus 8 9 plus 9,000 minus 18 ngoro didiklo mami le he 3 4 le he 3 tu ra ni chu pn appropriation na he 3000 he ka didiklo ni chu 3000 15675 15675 interest TMM zona in AM le interest TMM zona in AM interest TMM Emily hi zona in AM nei lo pe good interest TM mo thalutuk interest TM hi interest TM na hi ka ngai poi mo ke chu chokringot khani lo chokringot ani lo nia le chon next swing e kan tiang journal entry kan pa sangai don atro journal entry pe chu all tol tuk journal entries kan pa sangai don ni journal entries kan pa sanga chon journal entry kan pas don chon mo rule kan mang dona rule kan thra thiam to chon all sam tol tukani journal entry pe chu le P&L appropriation account hi en lokang P&L appropriation account hi en lokang hey interest on capital hi soi le phatang interest on capital hi soi phatang P&L appropriation account na tang P&L appropriation account na tang interest on capital kan pe atro tunge kan pe a le b kan pe ni an account na kan da tro khoi change kan la chuak profit and loss appropriation account na tang kan la chuak chon interest on partners interest on capital kan pe chuak ani tro hey a value kha a amount hi khoi change chuak ti kha kan thia tangai ni a amount hi khoi change a chuak profit and loss appropriation account na tang a chuak tro P&L appropriation account hi nge nominal account ania a rule chu a profit a value a balance khan hiam chon kan debit anga yang atro. So what will we do here is profit and loss appropriation account kan debit ang. Oh, P&L appropriation account kan debit anga to interest on capital kan ti deyang. Oh, what is the amount? 4,200. Hey, 4200. And oh, journal entry po hi from the viewpoint of the business. Oh, partnership from viewpoint atang kan siam ang journal entry po hi. Athan chu an book sa entry kan pass do na tero an viewpoint kha NZ lang ai. Oh, an viewpoint kha NZ lang ai. So see, profit and loss appropriation account. Profit and loss appropriation account atang capital interest on capital kan pe chol do na tero. Interest tur chu in ngai to ngai hemi transaction wang hian profit kan niamang em le. Oh, niamang P&L appropriation account atang kan pe chol don chuan P&L appropriation account hi kan debit de yang. Oh, chuan interest on capital hi liability credit kan credit de atinge kan credit na chan liability ania kan la pe chok lawa tro credit side kan da de ya interest on capital po hi pa interest on capital hi pek ngi ngai kan tia tro. So what will we do here is interest on capital account kan debit ang hey account ni kan khar de ang. Then we will transfer it to a capital account to B's capital account 4200. Then what is the amount? 2400. 2400 and B share hi en zang 1800. Hey, and row A le B account ka credit na chan chuing hemi figure hemi value wang hian kan liability kha kan increase tro interest on capital hi kan la pe chok lawa kan la pe lo shim shim kan la pe lo shim shim hemi interest on capital wang hian kan liability business liability kha asang ani tro asang chi ani kan 2400 le 1800 hian kan business liability kha punga. So we will write on the credit side tro hey account na kan transfer ang partners the capital account na kan transfer ang. Liability for the partners capital has increased, so we will credit the partners capital account. Interest here ma'am. Interest here ma'am. Next ingin yang le next to salary A again. Salary kan pe chok do na tro salary hi kan pe do na khoi chang kan pe ang P&L appropriation account na tang he hemi figure hemi amount hi chu P&L appropriation account na tang a chok tro he hemi amount hi khoi chang e chok P&L appropriation account na tang a choka aniam P&L appropriation account na tang a choka tro. So hemi 15,000 hian P&L appropriation value kha a balance kha profit balance kha ati hiamang em ati hiamang tro. So P&L appropriation account value a balance kha hiam dona tro. So what we have to do here is P&L appropriation account kha kan debit leang. P&L appropriation account kha kan debit leang. Okay, so profit and loss appropriation account debited to eng tur nge hi salary tur ania tro narration kha chu inject mi don ne o illustration apom kam han to lawa chai to that so ka nga ya kala rate duain next salary hi kan pe don tro hen ro accountancy a double entry system kan tia double entry system kan tina san chen ro account pakhat kan debit tro salary account hi kan debit sorry kan credit tro chon salary account hi kan debit liang athan cho hi close angai kum to pa chon salary account hi nominal account ania close nge nge ngai ente kan close ang hey salary hi partners te account kan transfer de ang to B's capital account hai tikan capital account S A le B capital account kan credit tro hai a balance a liability ka kan ti sang che tikan journal entry kan pasian 6,000 le 9,000 ania tro next to next to profit hi ro hi kan ziak ang interest him lo chon lo soi zel ro interest on capital pay na salary ania tro profit and loss ka silang cho kan ziak phatang hi A to B sadewin ka explain yang in boyang ti ka thawa 4,000 le 3,000 6 at 1 is capital account B's capital account to drawings 7 achon is B's to interest on capital. Lungai su ka explain be kang. Yeah, ziak zo chia kan explain le chiang le enang partners capital account hi en photang. Chon mo jan entry kan tak tak ma thil pakhat in share tu chu 5 minutes back kan la to lawang 5 or 10 minutes maximum journal entry kan pass ma in share tu chu mo real life a chon kumthum office corporate an ha ka thoka accounts department an ha ka thoka in share tu chu real life a chon mo account kan sim ngai lo partners capital account balance sheet profit and loss account salary account drawings account engma kan sim lo journal entry che kan pass practical life a chon journal entry che kan pass abak chu software in effect entry kan pass anga hemi entry hi kan pass account kha endinan salary cash ka tiatro paisa ka pechok dona eng turne paisa I pechok ang ti min zo tang salary ka pechok don salary ka tai panga tikhan amain account na siam zel ni entry che kan pass thin so in short to first we will pass the entry kha kan pass photanga then the account will be prepared okay but account ka siam phot na chan chu in syllabus a chon account hi an ngai poi mo zo ka tro real life a chon account in siam ngai lo journal entry chia in pass train ani tele ti youtube a point la tele software a entry kan pass anga tan ama in account na ada se la mase atopa adjustment chu siam venga chin account na le en patang first enge kan pay partners te interest on capital kan pay tro profit and loss appropriation account kan debit na chan chu P&L appropriation account na tanggan pe chok do na tro hemi interest on capital bang hian kan profit value kha athiam do na ni okay so what we do is see P&L appropriation account ka debit tro chon hi eng tur nge min zo tani 4200 I debit hi eng tur nge interest on capital tur katia hey andro interest on capital tur katia chon P&L appropriation account kan sema tro P&L appropriation account na interest on capital interest on capital hi tunge in pedon a le b kan pedon kan tia le 4200 hi eng tur nge min tia P&L appropriation account kan debit na chan chu profit khatin hiam do na tro interest on capital tur ania pu interest on capital hi tunge in pedon a le b kan pedon a le b kan credit na chan chu hemi value hian a capital balance kha ti sang don liability ti sang don atro kan la pe chok lo account na kan da don chau capital account hi liability account ania kan liability increase on kan credit zel angai tro so that's why we have created A and B's capital account next inge salary kan peang tro khoi chang in pe don P&L appropriation account na chang hi appropriation tur P&L appropriation account na chang kan pe don kan tia hemi salary kan pek wang hian P&L appropriation a value a balance a kha niam angem sar niam don P&L appropriation account kan debit 15,000 hi eng tur nge min zo ta sar salary tur ania kan tia salary hi tunge kan peang partners te kan peleang in pe chok to em ai kan la pelaw an account na kan daringot sina hey an account kan credit salary hi nominal account ania hey po hi nominal account ania tro tikhan salary account kan credit kan debit che hian account kan close te interest on capital po hi nominal account ania account kan credit atira kan credit tro first entry second entry akan debit hey account kan close chia je chu hein ro debit is equal to credit tro debit side da inzange 4200 ma credit side da inzange 4200 thau he tikhan account kan close balance zero debit le credit side da in equal to balance to lo shim it's a nominal account so we have to close after the transactions le next inge P&L appropriation account profit in sem dona tro profit in sem dona khoi tang in semang P&L appropriation account na tang account sanga transfer anga em angai lo sar khong in transfer an account na LAB capital account na kan transfer patang kan transfer halang je cho hemi profit in pay katang profit in pay tro profit P&L appropriation account a value kan hiamang chu kan tia account kha kan close dona kan khar dona inge kan tiang kan debit lo chuan kan adik thei lo ni tro so P&L appropriation account kan debit profit an hiama tro chuan an account na kan direct in kan transfer tinge credit A le B hi A le B account hi tinge in credit na chan athan chu profit hi an account na kan da chau kan da shi kan la pe chok lo liability a increase business tan, so we have created A and B's capital account ro le chon drawing C and ro P&L appropriation account na chon drawing C lo ta P&L appropriation account na chon drawing sin hula wanga tro so see we are hey chu ngai lo hey chu ngai lo hey entry hi ngai lo this we are done entry can pass to hey entry can pass to entry can pass to but we are left with interest on drawings tro interest on drawings po hi en ngalang drawing sin akina kanenang interest on drawing si anang interest on capital katila te interest on drawings interest on drawings hey po hin syllabus achon adiklaw this is not the full answer you should have one more thing interest on drawings to P&L appropriation hey entry pakhat le tur chu ni ma se anda silaba tingai nam lo hey entry hi le tur ani hey ka extra hey kan no le hi chatang ka shil cheu ni in syllabus achon lo hemi entry hi le interest on drawings hi interest on drawings bang hian kan P&L appropriation account value kha increase angem a balance kha in a sang angem yes sir a sang tro hey account age kan dang a levies account atang kan ti an account kha kan debit deu ti khan chan drawings po hey an account kan debit je chuen ro account kan siama drawing si debit side kan zia ka tro an balance ka kan tingiam interest po debit side kan za gi zia ka ti khan entries in pass zelang interest them lo mai thea ma se problem poi chong lawang na kin zela kan explain zelanga interest them yang man mode win ka explain chewa interest them mai ro chok ka langa ya choni nge zona in niem inge zona in niem inexperience poi telo inge in base na le in base na kan thleng them ti kha ka hriat du ni Emily hang pot tele in expectation hi what was your expectation and is it achieved sanga le lo chang tele sang inge expectation do I meet the expectation or not try in tm kasi
Yes, sir. No, we view it.
good kan ti zela nga wen po question kan himba kan chok ba ma se lungai re su ti kan thade win class re good win class in lakchon class number 1 accountancy achon thaper thapola in yang okay because thilte te hi pakhate te hi explain ka du thina mo by heart student ten answer them hi kha karil room kla ni kan schedule po hi 7 to 8 ania ma se explain lo chon nom lo kamu thei lo kamu tui thei lo when jo class hi ka explain lo ka ti zel student ten sar hi thiam vak lo nianga min tiang ti ka lao ni so that's why I'm taking very much time poi lo ma se chapter 3 atang chon sir explain ngai lo sir setiam in setiam tak tak me sir setiam in ti to meang chapter 1 hi poimo okay so that's all for the class the khan kan bang in lok pu ani chuan in thian te po som zelula class join tur atira tang an join chuan an lok pu yang an nipon atopa an lu chuan an boyang an nipo recorded lectures en angai dona recorded lectures chu tegin nuam bak lo live class hi anom jok tro chuan tunkara hian in thian te thei join du te kha in soma chuan thil pakhat in thiat tu chu kan fees hi 5250 ania commerce hi voi khata pe ka ngai lo installment in pek thei bpl an ni phei chon bpl an ni phei chon achan vein kan ti to achan ve ani to 1312 well hi an pe thei lo chon 2500 hi Allah har dinan april a chon class tan ani ta school te po admission neu mo tamlu tuk seng te po tamlu tuk ma se suman nei lo pon har satna nei chon shelo turo min bianga engkim access authority kan nei ni adumi sa min bianga sar tun tha chu problem kan ya kalu du thau si ma se sum le pai lama problem ka neya can consider ang poisa hi I don't want anyone to think that money is a burden for education asan jo ke mange in ka to class 12 fa tuition lak te ka tum thina ma se sum le pai lama kan har sa class 12 kan nilai chon tu na chon pathian za ra thatol tu ka kan din hun po ma se 12 kan nilai chon tuition poisa hi ka dil ngam lo ni kanu le pa bula unau panga kan nia private school azir thok be kan nia ka sha thiam lu tu problem zir du tak tak si tuition kal du tak tak si ma se sum le pai lama har sat na te hateng kha ni chon an min shil ze langa enrollment chu kan ting ha lang chon nakina EMI ang pon monthly installment ang pon min pe me ang problem mom lo tikhan kan close ang zanin chu tikhan next class chu tu clear ni anga nak tu medicine kalanga tikhan thade win zero la thade win bot chenga first atang ati ratang in bot che chon board exam tu in ngai tu am la pang okay so that's all for today thank you I hope you have enjoyed the class